Okay, so... That's embarrassing. What's up, Thrashers, and welcome back to the Thrash Maniac 99 YouTube channel, and it's time for episode 9 of 5 Questions with Levi. We are back at it once again for some more questions from you people who watch my videos, and just as a reminder, as per, if you want to ask me a question for episode 10 next week, leave them in the comments section below. If you're watching this and have never asked me a question before, what are you waiting for? Ask away in the comments, please. So anyways, we're about to get started with this episode, but before that, important to have a sip of water. Think about life. Nah, I don't have a life. My life is my day job and YouTube. Ha ha ha. Anyways, let's do this. Pingus Penis asks, do you blow dry your penis to make it look more appealing to the ladies? Space Metal Ferrari 248 asks, would you condone the idea of you and I meeting up in person if I were to travel to Cleveland, Ohio, if 1, I was going to see Metallica live with you if you happen to purchase your ticket, 2, I was going to stop there, and then later drive 4 hours to Kentucky for the race. If that were to happen one day, Kentucky is a shit track, but I'll one day go there anyway, just for the sake of crossing every track on the schedule I have yet to attend. Well, I mean, I'll say this, Space Metal Ferrari 248, it would be cool to meet up with you, because I always like to meet up with my subscribers, or my friends that I've made through YouTube, or whatever means. The only people from YouTube, or from the internet, that I have met in person, if I were to remember, back at WrestleMania 30, I met, both Steve and Alex, who are former YWC YouTubers and car wrestling people, and Chronix and Crystal from the Most Extreme Wrestling channel, even though I know they're no longer together, but that was fun to meet up with those guys. And then last year I met NASCAR fan 977, a.k.a. Kyle Matthews, at a SmackDown show in Dayton last year. So those have been the only people I've met from the internet in real life. But yeah, it feels kind of surreal whenever you meet your friends from the internet in person, because it's just like, how the hell does this happen, you know? BlazeLife334 asks, what is your favorite Rock Band game, and what are your favorite disc songs on the game? Do you happen to have any DLC on the game? My favorite Rock Band game would probably would be Rock Band 2, just because it had the best set list in my opinion. My favorite disc songs to play on that game, I'd say my favorite would be Colony of Birchmen by Mastodon, because typically whenever I'm playing the guitar parts in Rock Band 2, I'm playing on medium because I can never get the sliding right for the orange button. But I was actually able to play on hard on that song, and I did pretty good. I think I only missed one note playing the song on hard difficulty on Rock Band 2, but it was pretty cool. DLC, I had a lot of DLC back then for Rock Band 2. If only I had my PS3 still, I could probably go through all that and check out what all songs I have, but I think the best DLC I got in that game was Megadeth's whole Rest in Peace album, and played that whole album start to finish, from Holy Wars all the way down to the title track. But yeah, if that's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Haha! Ford Minor Project asks, what would you do to make WWE better now that the booking is shit lately, and what would it take to watch full-time more? Well, David, that's a very broad question that you asked me right there. There are so many things about WWE that I would change to make it better, and the booking. The first thing I would do is get Roman Reigns as far away from the main event as possible, because it's primarily because Roman Reigns keeps hogging the main event spotlight from everyone that it's causing ratings to go down, because fans are tired of Roman Reigns at this point. But of course there are other factors, the lack of storytelling on the main roster, I mean, in-ring wise, I wouldn't really change anything at all, even though the one thing I would change is let the wrestlers be free to do whatever they want in the fucking match, instead of holding them back like we'd seen clearly with the AJ Nakamura matches. They were being held back from management. It's clear-cut and obvious. Otherwise, they would have gone out there and put on classics. But they didn't. And I feel like it's because management didn't want them to outshine Roman Reigns. But the number one most fixable problem in WWE is the stupid scripts that they get for promos. They are horrendous. And then, of course, other factors. I'm not going to be able to get into everything because this could be saved for its own video, honestly. But, like, the big bullet points would be: get Roman Reigns far away from the main event scene as possible. Have him be a top mid-card guy, or just a tag team guy. Fix the stupid scripts of the promos. Do more video packages for the wrestlers instead of having them go out there and talk all the time. And so many other things. And you know what? I'm going to be bold and say that Raw and SmackDown should only be 1 hour a week. The reason why is because even 2 hours for Raw would be a little bit overkill, and plus it would help make our jobs as wrestling fans easier to watch shows every week. And also, to keep from overexposing a lot of guys, just rotate wrestlers every week. You could have a group of wrestlers one week, and then a group of wrestlers the next week, and then on and on it goes. So that way, you could still get the guys you want to see, depending on what episode you're watching. But yeah, I'm going controversial and say that Raw and SmackDown should only be 1 hour long. How do you think NXT has been so successful? Because it's 1 hour long, and they do a good job with it. Grand Theft Auto WWE asks, is there any bands that confirmed they were going to have a new musical direction on a new album coming out that you were apprehensive about but turned out liking? Bull from My Valentine just did that to me to my surprise. Well, Grand Theft Auto WWE, any of those choices would have been back when I was a kid, when I didn't really know about music and the news and the press and all that stuff. So I would say the latest album from a band where they confirmed they were going in a different direction musically that I was a little bit apprehensive about but ended up liking would probably be when Gojira put out the Magma album 2 years ago, because they had said that they were going to shorten their songs because they feel with a lot of people having like ADHD and stuff like that, or ADD, whatever the hell these disorders are, where they can't listen to a whole album start to finish that's like nearly an hour long. So they decided to cut down, trim the fat on their album, Magma, made it about a little over 30 minutes long, I think. And I think the longest song on the album was like 5 minutes at the most. So, because personally for me, I like long songs because it gives you plenty of room to diversify your song. And I was apprehensive about that at first, but when the album came out, Gojira did it in a very, how do I put it? They did a I can't believe I'm fucking this shit up. They did a great job at shortening up their songs and making them sound like they're still proggy and still plenty of heaviness involved. So I'd have to give that to Gojira, so I hope that was good enough for you. And that does it for 5 Questions with Levi episode number 9. As usual, as I say every week, if you have a question you want to ask me for next week's episode, send them in the comments section below. If you are new watching this video and you would like to ask me a question, send them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also an announcement, I have not really been on Facebook a whole lot for the past month or so. I am now back on Twitter if you guys want to see me goof off and post some cool songs for you to check out or plugging stuff. Go to my Twitter, it's in the description box, or just follow me on Twitter at ThrashManiac99 and see the stupidity that ensues. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, and I will see you soon.